So in this segment, we're going to be discussing Tory Health Minister admits that they have failed to get enough medical student placements, and she's very snippy about this to a journalist or kind of an interviewer who's, I think, pro-conservative. And so yeah, it's not great from them.
We're on track with this plan to double the number of medical training places by 7,500. So this is the first tranche in that plan.
You say you're on track, but I have a note here in February that said by 2021 the government had promised to achieve 8,200 medical places, which is an increase from the current baseline of 7,500. Are you hitting that target as well, Minister?
Well, the target we're hitting is the long-term workforce plan, which we published last year, which is not just looking at medical training, but also nurses, midwives, physios, the whole of the NHS, and also social care as well.
So you've not delivered on the 2021 pledge, then, have you?
So no, we train about 7,500 a year now, but we are on track to double that number of medical training places. And this tranche, we're actually ahead.
This is the thing where they could have achieved it, because there are medical schools in the UK saying, like, if the government puts the funding up, we'll happily take on British medical students. And the government refused. I think I covered it, it might have been last year, where there were, lots of medical places available for British students if the government put the funding in. But the government just refused to do it. And so what happens is you either get foreign students coming in, maybe their governments pay for them to take the placements up, or you'll have, British medical students taking up their places, taking on a lot of debt to get those places, and there'll be no loyalty to the NHS or to the British healthcare system, because what have we done for them apart from saddle them with debt? So, this is a complete failure of government here. I'm not saying, like, British medical places for British students or whatever. But I'm saying, like, these schools offered it to the British government and said, look, you can basically get dibs on this. And the government said, no, we're not going to do that. And so for them to kind of set these targets up and set no real way of hitting the targets, or at least doing their best to hit these targets with the available options, it's just comical to me that they can fail and then be all mad and deserve credit. Like, what?
Ahead of schedule for that achievement to double medical school places.
But the pledge to hit 8,200 places by 2021, you've missed that, haven't you?
Yeah, so we train 7,500 a year on average at the moment.
Yes, but you will accept that you've missed that target.
Well, I think I've just said that.
Okay,
She literally didn't, though. She didn't say we missed the target. She said we're on track to hit this target, or we're looking at doing this. She didn't say that we missed the target. Where in this clip did she say it?
We're on
track. The 2021 pledge, then, have you?
So no, we train about 7,500 a year now, but we are on track to double.
You're waffling. All you had to say was no, we're not going to hit the target. Instead of saying we're on track, like, you're not on track. You're not going to hit it, or you've missed it. It doesn't make sense. Like, she's just waffling.
That number of medical training places, and this tranche, we're actually ahead of.
And then look how snippy she is in her response.
You.
Yeah, so we train 7,500 a year on average at the moment.
Yes, but you will accept that you've missed that target.
Well, I think I've just said that.
Okay.
She didn't. If she did, she used about 50 words to say it. And this is what I mean. Like, they get all snippy when you call them out on stuff. And it's a very rare event you see Nick Ferrari calling out a minister or fact checking them like that, and you can see how smug he is because dude's done his homework again.
2021, you've missed that, haven't you?
And he pulls the same face when he has a fact check. It's very rare he does it, but fair enough, fair play to him. He's actually fact checking a minister live, and she's like, yeah, we're not going to hit the target. They just want credit, or they're just big wafflers, honestly, and that's what I'm at risk of doing now. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.